Oh. He's toppled over. This one's for you. Thanks for the help. Come on.
Да, сэр, интернет просто вылетал уже нормально. Что там, прошел Гиркина или нет?
If you stumble across any memory chips on the road, be sure to submit them via the nearest terminal. There's no telling what kind of rare and valuable data they might contain. You're sure to make someone very, very happy with your contribution.
Настоящий центр разгрузок — это оригинальный Resident Evil. Выходит, давай рассказывай.
someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught. Sam, don't get too close to mule territory unless you have to. Focus on your deliveries for now. Trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs. Looks like one of your containers has been compromised. No need to panic. So long as you don't drop it, the contents shouldn't sustain any damage. And if the cargo itself is okay, then your eval won't be affected. Just take a little extra care from here on out. You'll be fine. Good luck.
Close one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Too close. Steady. Who would think you were afraid? Ain't you a looker?
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo decontaminating suit. Rest is advised. Footwear condition poor. Replacement is advised.
Oh, BB.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Thanks. Can't imagine how you managed to haul this stuff through BTville. Wait, Sam? As in Sam Porter, that legendary delivery guy? Well, I'll be. mind connecting us to the network?
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center's on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator. Good work.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard, still not chained up, still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Drilling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs.
It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, 4, oh, it's almost time.
2, 1. After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now, we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Shoes fill every step that brought me down. A weeping clown, just fragile. And when respect turns into sympathy, and pure concern turns into fear, you choose to live your life in Babylon. I can't belong, I'm just fragile. And I thought it would make me better. Choose to live your life in Babylon. I can't belong, I'm just
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Привет, привет, моя, как дела? Я видел, там путешествовал по России, в Инстаграме куча историй последних ты выкладываешь интересных, с разными такими историческими достопримечательностями интересными. Да, про Зиногелий.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back?
Куда дальше держишь курс? Это ты решил путешествовать? Какая-то работа или что? Или просто...
Well, would you look at this? Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you for your contribution.
Кстати, ты нашел себе работу, помню, ты рассказывал, что там то ли работу потерял, то ли собираешься уходить и менять, что такое было, если не ошибаюсь.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
Понял. Кстати, проходил вообще Stranding когда-нибудь или нет? Чтобы просто понимать ради интереса. Так, лестница, я прыгну круг. Отправиться в путь. Понял. Это я второй раз уже прохожу его перед второй частью. На второй часть лежит купленная уже 10 месяцев, но я решил перепройти первую перед второй, потому что я очень сюжет не особо помню. Вот. Epic Games собрал бесплатно. А обычное издание или Directors? Я советую Directors. Почему? Потому что, ну, во-первых, она графически лучше, а во-вторых, там больше контента интересного. Там есть и с Киберпанком коллабы, и с Half-Life коллабы, и с другими играми коллабы, и больше сайдов всяких и так далее. Если можно обновить, там что за 300 рублей обновить до Directors Cut. А я прошел МГС Дельту, которая вот вышла. Я прошел, кстати, до релиза. Мне ранний доступ дали. То есть я его прошел, когда игра только вышла. Вообще база, ну, как ремастер круто, как ремейк не очень. Вот, такое мнение. То есть игра все еще 10 из 10, но как игра оригинальная. И как ремастер хорошо, но как ремейк это вообще близко не ремейк. То есть это просто хороший ремастер, не более. Моя главная проблема с МГС Дельта и то, что ее предвигали как ремейк, там это все, а в реальности, блять, это ремейк, а там только секретный театр, наверное, я не знаю. Вообще хуета полная в плане ремейкности или не ремейкности. Нужно было сделать и лучше, на самом деле. Ну, что есть, то есть. Как под Ливион, да, но... Да, как под Ливион, я бы сказал, в целом, плюс-минус. Плюс-минус как под Ливион. Блять, так это же реально как под Ливион, потому что ремейк МГС делали в том числе разрабы под Ливион ремастера. Так что да, по сути то же самое. Вот. Но, возможно, даже чуть больше работы сделано насчет МГС, если честно, потому что там искусственный интеллект поменяли в худшую сторону. Да, виртуозы делали, да. С Konami. То есть Konami делал основную работу, а виртуозы помогали им. Вот так было, короче. Там поменяли немножко искусственный интеллект, поменяли полностью управление, полностью изменили управление, потому что чтобы ты понимал, чтобы прицелиться в оригинальном Metal Gear сухарите, что тебе нужно было сделать? Удерживаешь стрелочку вверх, потом нажимаешь L2, потом нажимаешь квадрат, потом нажимаешь на R1, потом пятым пальцем управляешь камерой, и когда ты хочешь выстрелить, отпускаешь квадрат. Короче, нет, вот это вот кринжовое управление заменили на более человеческое, на стандартное. То есть целишься на курок, стреляешь на курок, да. Выглядываешь с помощью стика. Ну, то есть нормально, короче. Мне теперь не нужно 5 кнопок нажимать, чтобы выстрелить за укрытие. Я, кстати, не особо согласен, что под Ливен это ремейк, потому что там ничего не отличается, кроме графики. А ремейк должен перерабатывать не только графику, но и геймплей, сюжет. Он должен переработать игру, он должен создать новую, по сути, игру на базе старой. Oblivion — это буквально старая игра, просто с другим микрофоном. То есть просто как Demon's Souls ремейк. Настоящий для меня ремейк — это Silent Hill 2 ремейк. Он берет идеи из оригинала и перерабатывает их с нуля. Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4, Final Fantasy. А такие игры, как Metal Gear Delta, Oblivion, что еще, например, что не выходило, Last of Us Part 1. Вот это все ремастеры, на самом деле. Да, их преподносят как ремейк, потому что у нас новый движок, новая графика. Но в самой сути это те же самые игры. Просто с измененным графоном и, возможно, немножечко подкорректированным геймплеем. Все. То есть это ремастер. Это очень качественный ремастер. Но, блин, до ремейка не дотягивает. Черный груз. Грининджа. Спасибо, Грининджа. Я забираю себе. До свидания, Грининджа. Я бы, знаешь, какой бы ремастер хотел бы? Вот именно ремастер, а не ремейк, а вот именно просто ремастер. Morrowind. Это мой любимый Elder Scrolls. Вот. Я настолько сильно подкрутили. Добавили просто новое управление как Metal Gear. Или реально передел. То есть это реально, по сути, заново созданная игра. Или просто небольшие изменения. Может сыграть типа Обливион, потому что я Обливион проходил, я не знаю, я Обливион оригинально проходил несколько лет назад, и что-то мне не хочется перепроходить. Я вот хочу Morrowind перепроходить, вот Morrowind меня вот тянет. Кстати, там фанат этого портала, короче, уведомляю, я тут недавно, буквально пару дней назад прошел Portal Story Smell, вот. Было весело, мне понравилось, проходил в режиме Advanced Mode, то есть более сложными головоломками.
Drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Hey, come and get...
Ну, это, если честно, звучит как очень крутой, очень глубокий, но все же ремастер, а не ремейк. То есть полноценный ремейк для меня это то, что реально перерабатывает полностью с нуля. Полностью переделка, полностью новое произведение на основе с улучшенными там, механиками какими-то, но это все еще тот же самая игра. То есть для меня, не знаю, больше реально ремейк Resident Evil 2 это абсолютно другое произведение. Я проходил оригинал и ремейк, это абсолютно разные игры. 4-й Резик тоже абсолютно разные игры. Вот этот ремейк прям полноценный, да. Я не знаю, что там еще такого выходило из ремейков. Final Fantasy 7 я уже рассказывал, Silent Hill 2, да. Такие примерно игры. Не помню, какие там ремейки выходили. Я почти забыл. Какие есть ремейки культовых игр? Смотрим. Что там у нас выходило? Demon Souls это больше как ремастер. Вот Мафия Definitive Edition это как ремейк. Он полностью перерабатывает. Там другой. Понимаешь, там другой. Там по-другому сюжет разворачивается, там по-другому геймплей работает. То есть это реально ощущается как новое произведение на основе старого. То есть это другой подход, другой взгляд. Вот это вот мне нравится. Что там еще у нас выходило? Dead Space, кстати, я не знаю. Но это скорее ремастер. Но там так много нафигачили, если честно, что очень близко к ремейку. Я еще не определился, если честно. Я не знаю, проходил ты Dead Space или нет. Вот Shadow of the Colossus это ремастер. Diablo Resurrection, но это ремастер. Готика ремейк, я не знаю, он еще не вышел, я не играл, к сожалению, не могу сказать. Короче, вот так вот. Просто нас кормили долго очень ленивым ремастером, что ремастер был использован. Ну, вот здесь абсолютно согласен. Действительно, из-за того, что у нас в игровой индустрии такой кал был в последнее время, когда Definitive Edition и подобные приколы, после всего этого подобные ремастеры ощущаются даже не то, что ремейками, блядь, ощущаются нахуй чуть ли, блядь, я не знаю, нахуй, новыми играми. Настолько. Вот здесь абсолютно с тобой согласен. Есть такое. Так вот, я, кстати, Portal Story Smell недавно прошел, мне очень понравилось. Ты вроде тоже играл, я не знаю. Ты просто фанат Portal, я знаю, ты моды все проходишь. Мне очень понравился Story Smell. Проходил в Advanced моде.
Spotted by a mule. Find somewhere to hole up. Look around and trust your instincts.
Яндекс доставщик, Яндекс курьер. А ну иди сюда, тоже. Ну.
Been busy? Seems all the mules in your vicinity have been incapacitated.
Пиздим все, блядь, художественный фильм спиздили. Вот это берем на спину в любом случае. Это утерянная. Пиздим. Просто на спину. Смолу, металл тоже. Места не хватает. Хуёво быть перед тобой. Кимулов. Ай нахер, выгрузить. ПХК. Бля, ну ПХК надо. Как я тогда буду строить построение-то? Без ПХК. Если, блин, Кимулу можно припить карамбину, на самом деле. В любом случае придется что-то выгрузить. Сколько мне не хватает? 19 ЕГЭ. Ну, блин. Ну ладно. Выгружаем. Погнали. Скоро начнется эти экшн-моменты с стрельбой, по идее. И уже там будет в развалинах большого разрушенного города бегать, стрелять, убивать, стелсить и мерсимить. Да, если что, достанет тебя только не только про ходьбу и не только про доставки, далеко даже. Просто так принято общество почему-то считать, но здесь экшена тоже достаточно. И то, здесь доставки не столько сделаны, но они очень глубокие, то есть нужно реально думать, как идти, использовать какие техники, какие инструменты и так далее, планировать маршрут, припасы, воду и тому подобное. Блять, ну ладно, стой. Стой. В смысле препятствие? В смысле обнаружено препятствие? Я думаю, сейчас нахуй препятствие, блять, сам справа. Стой.
Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. All we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary, damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off, but it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. From there, it snowballed. Now we got cargo chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackals always look out for the next border. Make sure you're not in.
Бэйби, успокойся. Куплю тебе PlayStation, хорошо, все, понял.
That's okay. That's all right. Almost there.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All web decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Keeping on.
that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine. Conditions being what they are out there. Ends your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job. Carry on like that, and it's only a matter of time before you... Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
See you around.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive man's with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work. New order available.
Sam, the area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry, provided they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles, ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them. It can stop time or move contrary to it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time and causes objects to float. A special cylindrical case is required to collect and store it. Suffice it to say, the procurement of samples is vital to our ongoing research.
thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these three things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Thank you for your contribution. Safe travel. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Keep on keeping on.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sorry, Sam. I can't allow you to build a structure there. Pick a spot outside the sensor ring and try again. Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
There we go.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Sam, chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from the usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any chiral crystals you're carrying.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son. That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both get their fill, looks like.
Excess Chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
PC.
There is a correlation between elevated Corellium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though, local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort. Give it a try.
Now, you've done a